Hi everyone, my name is Laurencia, also known as Absolutely Laurencia. Today is December the 14th, 2022. It's about 3:40 a.m. in the morning. Ever since I've moved into the preserve at Southwind, to my transferred apartment on 12/9/2022, I have suffered financially. I'm stressed out. Nobody's doing anything about the scam they pulled on me. So I transferred from a 1-bedroom nightmare that I lived in for 7 years to a 3-bedroom because I thought I was going to not buy a home, but lease or rent a home earlier in the year. It did not go through. And so I had to have storage. So because of my finances, trying to, be smart about saving, I decided to add that money to the rent I was already paying and go ahead and apply for a 3-bedroom. The property management company is Valiant Property Management Company. That's Valiant. They don't know what they're doing. Ever since they've taken over, I believe we have new buyers, a new owner, and ever since they've taken over, our apartment community that was already on the low end has absolutely just fallen. We have potholes all over our property they have not been prepared. If you're driving, you're going to ruin your tires. On my car, a new tire because of a huge pothole that's out there that they have not fixed will cost me almost $400 for one tire. Our back gate has not worked in almost over 2 months plus. Our valet trash, they just come when they want to. But they're on about their money, honey. You have to pay your money on time, but they can't fix anything on time. So I went into the office, I filled out an application, and I did all what I was supposed to do. Fill out the application, gave them all the required documents they asked for. And then on 11/11, I met with Ms. Lauren Taylor that afternoon. I signed my transfer papers, and then I paid my security deposit with a money order. Gave her that. I told Ms. Taylor prior to signing this paper, because this has been almost a over 2-month process. I told her and another young lady that was working in the office, Kiara, that I had a terrible experience at the preserve at Southwind 7 years ago. I moved into an apartment and it wasn't ready. It was not ready. Whoever they hired to paint and recaulk and all that, it's like they just hire anybody. That's like they could hire me. I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm just going there and recaulking stuff. It's terrible. But at the time, it was another apartment property management company over this. They made it right. They compensated me on my rent, and they took care of everything I asked for that they could. It still was a rat hole, piece of shit, but they took care of it. I stayed here for the 7 years. So I told them about my experience. Lauren Taylor, that's in the office, that always hides, she never does anything. She sits in her office and has other people relay messages. They don't respond to your messages. They will not call you back. They will not email you back. The only time they're going to talk with you is if it's the last minute, or you didn't, probably your lawyer has contacted them, then they're going to contact you. Okay. So I told them all of that, and she promised me that would not happen, that I would have the opportunity to see my apartment before my move-in date. That's what I wanted. That's what I asked for, and she agreed to it. She promised me I wouldn't have any issues. I trusted her. So here we are, building up to my move-in day is December the 9th. I've emailed and also called and left voicemails about seeing the apartment. Never responded. December the 8th, I called. That morning, I said, please have my apartment ready. I'm moving in tomorrow. No one's contacted me. No one's talked to me. Kiera called me probably that afternoon and said she didn't believe the apartment was ready, but she was going to come check and call me back. Kiera called me again. I think I also spoke with Lauren Taylor that day as well. 5:30-ish p.m. I'm working now. Kiera calls me and say that she also emails me saying she didn't have a chance to get out of office. The apartment was not ready. There was some minor things. The phone conversation now this is the day before move-in. She asked me, could I push my movers back to 11:45? So if you've ever hired a company, it's not that easy. They have their own appointments. So they can't move their time back because your property management company has not done what they're supposed to do. I said, no, my movers are scheduled and I pay for 9 a.m. So she was like, okay, there's some minor things. And I said, well, they're going to be taken care of, right? She said, yeah. So I get in the office. You know, your intuition already lets you know this is going to be terrible. I walk in. Nobody's doing anything like as usual. I have to say that the young lady that was in there at the time, Kiera, she seemed like the only person that was working. Lauren Taylor wasn't doing anything. The young lady was walking around trying to do everything. Lauren Taylor was in her office sitting on her fat ass like she always does and do nothing. So I'm going to explain a fat ass real quick. So I'm a plus size girl, but that's not a fat ass. A fat ass is when you sit around, you're lazy, and you don't do anything, you don't do your job. You're just sitting on your fat ass because you ain't doing nothing, you trifling. A big ass is different. You just have a big ass, you just have a big ass. But this is a fat ass, liar, trifling young person. I would call it something else, but I'm trying my best to be polite. So Kiera gives me a set of keys, like she's giving me something special. I go try these keys out. They don't work. I come back in the office. Mind you, there's 2 keys and a mailbox key attached to the key ring. I come back. I'm like, these keys don't work. So Lauren Taylor gets off her fat ass and says she's going to go over there and see what's going on, which I feel like this is all a plot because she knew that this wasn't ready. She told me that she didn't know that any of this was going on or wasn't ready. How can you tell me that when you had her call me the day before and say it's not ready, could you move your movers back? Okay, but that's another. So I move in here. This is my date. So I walk in. She comes back. She's like the other guy, the maintenance guy, Jake, gives me 1 key. I call back up there. I'm like, I need 2 keys. I've always received 2 keys. Oh, okay, well, we can give you another key. Plus, remind you, they haven't given me the correct key for the mailbox. So at the moment, I have 1 key. I use my garage opener to get in and out of my apartment. I walk in here to a nightmare. It's paint all over the floor. It's paint in my sink. I found drug paraphernalia in my master bedroom closet. The master bedroom closet light fixture was a hot mess. The sink was leaking. Cabinets had knobs off. The cabinets were spot painted, meaning that he painted what he thought where he needed to paint it. But if it didn't look like it needed painting, he didn't paint it. It smelled like pure, funky-ass marijuana in my apartment. I would pass by my apartment during this whole process because then I would see the light on. So whoever was in here working was in here getting high and God knows what. They ain't follow no COVID-19 protocol. Lauren Taylor also lied and said they came in and cleaned. Bitch, they didn't clean anything but my damn pockets out. They didn't clean anything. I spent over $2,500 to move in here. Different moving companies, people I hired to move in, cable, trying to get the cable hooked up. I've been out a whole lot of money. Plus, I hired someone to clean this funky ass place, and they couldn't even clean it. So I've been cleaning as well, using my own time and effort. They want to inconvenience me and come in while I am in my apartment, or I'm not in my apartment because I'm having to work to pay for this red hole, and come in and work. First of all, you all not bringing your trifling maintenance people up in here smoking dope in my nice stuff, my nice bags and jewelry around. They're not going to be around my stuff, and my stuff pop up missing, and then I have to go a whole nother route because I don't play that mess. Okay? My cameras are not up. So ain't nobody coming up in here if I'm not up in here. Plus, it's a liability. You are not coming into my apartment if I am not here. Period. Okay? So, like I said, I can't. This is the 9th of December, 2022. My front bathroom looked like 10 people shitted in it at the same time. Nothing was painted in there. It looked like somebody just got a cock gun, was high, and just cocked everything but what they were supposed to. I had paint spots everywhere. He didn't paint under the cabinets. Things are leaking. It's disgusting. You all will see a lot of videos I'm going to post because I'm going to expose the property management company and the preserve at Southwind in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm going to expose you because you all have broken so many laws. You've broken renters' rights. You have broken, it was drugs in here. And mind you, nobody has called me and talked to me. No one has tried to fix this situation. I paid my prorated rent. I paid security deposit, and I also paid a transfer fee because they said I did a transfer before my lease was up. I paid $2,000 and $220. Okay, $220 plus my $250 security deposit, plus the $2,500 plus money to move in and have somebody clean this red hole. So add it up. No one has called from the Preserve at Southwind. No one has called from the Valiant Property Management Company. Nobody's done anything. She told me, thanks for being understanding. So you want to do all this work while my stuff's all over the place, which, let me tell you something. Maintenance came in today and said, there's absolutely no way we can do any work with your stuff all over the place. Well, that means somebody's going to pay for me to store my items. You're going to pay to have them all sanitized and disinfected because they're in this nasty-ass apartment that I moved in. You all did not do anything that you were supposed to do. No type of protocol before I moved in. It wasn't clean. It wasn't sanitized. You had drugs in here. And no telling what else. It's fungus and mold all up in here. It's nasty. And nothing has been done. So you're going to pay me $3,000 to have it all moved out. Then you're going to pay it to be stored. Then you're going to pay for me to have somewhere to stay until you fix it. Then you're going to pay for my pain and suffering. Then you're going to pay for doctor bills because I had to have breathing treatments because you all had someone up in here smoking dope, smoking cigarettes and marijuana, and no telling what else they was up in here doing. Plus, so much more money. So my floor was leaking today when I started my washer. It leaked in the laundry room into the front bathroom. The front bathroom I look like, so this is Hex Cross in Winchester. It's supposed to be the other end of Winchester. Okay, the come up part, stepping on up. This apartment resembles the opposite side of Winchester, back on the Hickory side. Now, ain't no disrespect, it's just real. That part, that's a whole nother scenery there. That's the hood part. That's what this place looked like. And you think I'm gonna give you $2,000 of my hard-earned dollars to stay in this piece of shit? Ain't no way in hell. I will take y'all to court. I will take y'all to court until it is done. Because there's no way you're going to get away with this scam. You all not getting away with this. Preserve it, Southwind, Memphis, Tennessee. Y'all ain't getting away with this. No. All the doorknobs need changing. All the light fixtures need to be cleaned and changed. That nasty ass ceiling fan back there needs to be removed and changed. All my outlets need to be changed. Some of them work, some of them don't. The light switch outlets need to be changed because they're nasty and they're old. The thermostat needs to be changed. You know that it wasn't painted because there's discoloration in the corners. You know the garage wasn't painted because it's discoloration all the way through there with spider webs and dirt. There's dirt all up on the door, on top of the doors. So you didn't paint. There was no painting done. The sink leaks underneath. I need all new appliances. I have mold and dirt in the refrigerator. I scrubbed the microwave so I could warm my food up today. And it's nasty and dirty. And it has burnt spots in it. Permanent. All the cabinets need to be replaced. The knobs on there need to be replaced. We didn't even get to the fireplace. I don't even know if that works. I know it haven't been cleaned. The carpet's been contaminated because whoever was in here was smoking dope. So you got to pull all that up. The toilets need to be changed. They run. Fire. You hear the smoke detector. The handles and faucets in the bathroom needs to be changed. The shower door needs to be removed and changed. This whole place just needs to be torn down and build it back up. If you want me to pay $1,800, because it ain't matching. I promise you, it's not matching. So then the other bedrooms, like I said, those bedrooms to some extent seem fine. The sliding doors in one of the bedrooms need to be changed. It's old and it's like they just hurry up and fix this apartment up. This was probably supposed to be a apartment where they updated. They hired some people because she quoted said they didn't have any staff. So they just hired some people off the street to come up in here and fix it. And what they do is the property manager is supposed to get off her fat ass and come up here and make sure everything's copacetic and it's right. She's supposed to go after behind the workers and make sure they've done everything. Because if something happened and I moved in here and tried the microwave and it blew up, that will be on you, Miss Lawrence Taylor, because you didn't do your job. You're supposed to get your checklist and go through and make sure things were done. And you did not do that. You didn't even have me in here before move-in date. You didn't walk in here with me and say, okay, we're going to check off, make sure everything is straight. If you have to, and then let me tell you with a transfer, they have to look at your old apartment and make sure it's up to par before they approve the transfer. So evidently, my apartment prior was up to par for me to transfer. So if you will do that, why wouldn't you do that with the same protocol with a new move-in? Why? That makes no sense. She did not come in here and look at anything. All she did was blame everybody else. She blamed Kiara. She blamed the maintenance crew. She blamed everybody else but her. But you're supposed to be the leader. So this all falls on you. Like I said, nothing's been painted. It needs to be repainted. It needs to be recarpeted. All the cabinets need to be pulled out and redone and replaced. New appliances. My front door, if you just push your hand on it, you can come on right on in. The door handle is all wiggly off. The door the paint is melted off. My back door that leads you to the garage looked like somebody just did this to the wall, to the door. It's paint all over the door on the what you knock on the door. It's paint all over it. The doorknob. The back bathroom is terrible. The caulking around the bathtub and these toilets is ridiculous. It needs new toilets. The window, you can't even shut it. It needs to be replaced in the back. It's dirty. This apartment's filthy. I tried to soak and clean the bathtub out in the back with Clorox and everything. It's still dirty. And they want me to pay $1,800. So today I turned my key in because yesterday Lauren Taylor didn't want to work. So she said I could turn it in tomorrow because they closed down the office yesterday because they know they done messed up with all what they've done. So I asked her for it in writing that I turned my key in. I also requested a copy of my transfer papers and my lease. She gave me a copy of the transfer papers, and then she couldn't find my lease. How you accepting money from a new tenant and they don't even have a lease from you? So then she was like, well, I can pull the lease up and you can sign it now. No, you've already broke the law. You've already violated me. I am not signing anything without legal representation. I should have not signed and moved in this apartment without legal representation because you all are a bunch of liars. You all scammed me. So I am in talks with a lawyer. I seek legal counsel. I've documented everything, have all my paperwork. I have emails. I've emailed them. I've left messages. Nobody's done anything. But you want your money on time, but you all can fix and do what you're supposed to do on time. This apartment was supposed to be done a long time ago. You all pitch-patched this raggedy-ass apartment up and thought, oh, okay, she can move in. Baby, not me. You're not going to scam me. You all don't know what you're doing in that office, but I'm going to train you. You all not going to play with me. You're not going to use me and scam me and violate my rights and think you're not going to have any consequences legally. So I have made several videos. I've left a Google review. I've contacted News Channel 3 in Memphis. I'm going all out. I'm going to expose you all. I'm exposing this property management company and the preserve at Southwind in Memphis, Tennessee. You're going to be exposed. I want my rent renegotiated, and I want to be compensated for all the hell you all have put me through. And then if I have to move and all this stuff, you all going to pay for it. Plus. Because this place is like if you paid $1,300 a month and you lived out in Hickory Hill. You would think this was a mansion. This is some bullshit. For my standards, this is some bullshit. Okay? Y'all, this ain't no way in the world you gonna charge somebody $1,900 to live in this rat hole in here. There ain't no way. You all just playing, you scamming people. This is a fucking scam. And now she don't even have a lease. She can't find a lease. And I'm not worried about you kicking me out because I paid my money. You all didn't do your part. You're going to try to punish me because you all lacked and messed up. And y'all, I told you all about the drugs I found up in here. I also made videos of that. She said she had this place clean. I've made several videos to show you all that. I'm just kind of right now venting and just introducing the channel and exposing Lauren Taylor, exposing Valiant Property Management Company, and exposing the preserve at Southwind in Memphis, Tennessee. And that I guess they want to go to court. They want to be sued. Yeah. Because I've told you all, I want my rent renegotiated. I want compensation. I want all my money back. And every day that you all keep this going on and you haven't done anything and you had to inconvenience my time and my life to fix things, you're going to compensate me. And the rent, oh, it's not going to be no $1,885, baby. This is a $1,390 apartment lease. We're negotiating. And if those terms are not met, we're going to court. Because I have so much on you all that it ain't even funny. And I'm telling you, you don't want to go to court. You don't want me posting this. You don't want me doing it. But I guess you do, because it's the only way that something's going to get done. You all have violated my rights. You've broken so many health codes and safety codes. And you've broken the law. Therefore, there is legal consequences. You can't fix this. Oh, well, I'm going to send them in to fix. You can't fix this shit. You can't send anybody in here to fix this shit that has happened in here. That's going on in here, the things that need to be repaired. You can't fix it. It has to be replaced. It has to be redone. And I have all my stuff in here. I can't put anything away because they are going to have to redo it. I told her that. That is the most Lauren Taylor is a con artist. Lauren Taylor is in the office. She don't need to be in the office. She don't even know what she's doing. I don't know that your cousin or auntie, your friend helped you get that position because you don't have the skill set for it. You don't even know what you're doing. You don't even know how to have a person sign a lease. You have no right being in that office. All you do is sit in the office and hide. I had her on the phone the other day. She's supposed to be writing down what was needed to be done. You know, she muted me. So if you muted me, there's no way you heard me, Miss Lauren. Or maybe you did hear me. But let me tell you something. When you have a lawsuit about to smack you upside the head, you don't mute. You listen. So you don't have to go to freaking court. While she's at home and sitting on her fat ass being comfortable, I'm up in here suffering. So welcome to the channel. I'm exposing this property management company. I'm also exposing the preserve at Southwind. They violated so many rights. My move-in date was not prepared. It was not move-in ready. I should have never been able to move into this nasty-ass place. It was not COVID-19. No, there was no type of protocol being done. It wasn't clean. It wasn't repaired, no replaced. I should have never been moved in here. And I want to be compensated and my release renegotiated. So welcome to the channel as I expose them.